India's COVID-19 infections have exceeded 190,000, making it the 7th worst hit country in the world. Despite thousands of new cases being reported every day, preparations are underway for a phased reopening of the economy. For a start, 200 more trains have resumed operations. From next week, more restrictions will be eased significantly. Restaurants, shopping malls and places of worship will be allowed to reopen. The government is now trying to identify coronavirus hotspots where infection numbers remain high. These places will continue to be locked down until the end of the month. At the same time, India is bracing for yet another cyclone that's expected to reach the states of Maharashtra and Gujarat on Wednesday. This would be the second storm to hit the country in less than 2 weeks. Now, for more on this, Rebecca Bundan joins us from Mumbai. Rebecca, Prime Minister Narendra Modi just met with his cabinet today. What were the key points that emerged from the meeting?
The meeting was significant because this marks 1 year of completion of the second term of the Modi government, and it also coincides with it being the start of the 5th phase of the nationwide lockdown, with various relaxations having been announced for this phase of the lockdown. But really one of the biggest challenges has been the economic impact of the lockdown to date, and that was really what was under discussion, and what we saw come out of the meeting in terms of announcement was really a focus on the agriculture sector and on MSMEs, which is micro, small and medium-sized enterprises. Those are the businesses that have really been very, very hard hit by the lockdown and the coronavirus pandemic, because many small businesses have really seen zero income, and it's been a struggle for them to get by, to pay salaries and so on, being small in nature and having limited funds anyway. So there have been a series of announcements that are set to benefit them, including raising the limit in terms of what actually qualifies as a MSME to 2.5 billion rupees from 1.5 billion rupees. There's also been the announcement of a distressed assets fund for that sector as well. The government is also trying to encourage those businesses to go for stock market listings. So there's really been a strong focus on trying to help those small businesses as the economy starts to open up, with more relaxations coming in this 5th phase. In terms of the agriculture sector, which was already in distress even before the coronavirus pandemic, the government has made announcements to help farmers, including raising the minimum support prices on a number of crops. So that should help them.
Rebecca, there's another cyclone heading towards India. How are authorities preparing for this storm, considering Typhoon Amphan just hit recently?
That's right, there are preparations underway. So National Disaster Response Forces have already been deployed to coastal areas with what's expected to be a cyclonic storm that could intensify into a severe cyclone, making landfall in the states of Maharashtra, where Mumbai is located, and Gujarat. And that's expected to take place on Wednesday. But even before that, coastal areas are expected to see rains, and there have been warnings that have been issued to fishermen not to go out to sea. And there are various preparations going on, and they'll have to see if there'll be any need for evacuation and so on. At the moment, authorities are monitoring the situation, but the rains are expected to hit Mumbai, and this could really put Mumbai to the test, given the fact that it coincides with the coronavirus pandemic, which is already putting a huge strain on the city in terms of its resources, in terms of its healthcare infrastructure, and so on. So if there's flooding that's caused by the heavy rains that come with this cyclone, that could have a huge impact on the city. It also comes ahead of the monsoon season, which is expected to, monsoon has already arrived in Kerala, but it's expected to reach Mumbai later this month. And that's always something that causes a lot of problems over the past few years in Mumbai. There have been a number of incidents of heavy flooding where it's caused huge destruction and disruption into the city and caused a number of deaths as well. So this will be a major test. There's also the fact that with heavy rains, they bring with them various diseases, dengue, fever, typhoid, and so on. So that's a big worry as Mumbai heads towards the rainy season. But in terms of the cyclone, it's expected to be potentially a severe cyclone that's not quite as strong as a cyclone that hit West Bengal and Odisha last month, which was an extremely severe cyclone, and that caused a lot of devastation, including claiming dozens of lives and seriously damaging buildings and so on.
Well, thanks for that. Rebecca Bundan speaking to us from Mumbai there.